writer for The Tonight Show. Put your hands together for the very talented Perry Kurtz.
Thank you very much. Have a round of applause for everybody. See, let's hear for Lenny, Chris, put your hands together for everybody. Take this off. So how you guys doing? Everybody all right tonight? Yeah, okay. All right. Now, I've been watching you guys, and are you aware this is a live show? Did you know that? Here's what I'm saying. I'm watching you, and a lot of you are not laughing out loud. This coming, you're not laughing out loud. When something's funny, you're basically sitting there going, which really doesn't do anything for us. It's important to hear you laugh. That's how we know how we're doing. If you don't laugh, we don't know if you like our stuff. So what I want to do is I want to get you guys laughing, because if you hold this laughter inside, you're going to have a problem, because, see, laughter is air, moving air. And if you don't let the air out, what's going to happen is you're going to build up all this air pressure inside your body. And it's going to ferment. And later on tonight, you're going to be driving home with a bunch of friends in the car. And it's going to slip out either slowly, making everybody suspicious of everybody else, or it's going to come out really fast, pissing everybody off of you. So please, let me get this off. Girls, calm down. Right here. All right. No, I don't have to worry about that. I'm happily married. I've been married for 17 years to the same woman. Very happy about that. Very surprising. And thank you, sir. And well, I'm killing back there, ain't I? Yeah. You know, it's weird. I tell people that I'm married, and women are the only ones that applaud, and I can't tell if they're happy for me or just glad I'm off the street. But this is nice to be here. My name is Perry Kurtz. I'm happy because on February 5th, I celebrated my birthday. And good, take a guess. How old do you think I am? 25. Oh, you are so full of it. And you're first. And no, actually, I just turned 57, and I'm very happy about it. Yeah, you know, I look good, don't I? I got all my hair. You know, I'm very happy. I had to pay for it, but I have it. And when I was driving down here, I'm thinking, you know, I got a handicap sticker because I had my hip replaced last February. I got a handicap sticker. I'll be able to park up front. Then I remember where I was going. And they're all handicap spaces here. But yeah, I had my hip replaced. I got arthritis about 2 years ago, and it came on out of nowhere. And my doctor just kept giving me Vicodin and giving me Vicodin. I got to the point where I was taking 10 to 30 Vicodin in one day. You know, a lot of people go, ooh, all right, yeah, because Vicodin is like the drug of choice in Hollywood. But I didn't like it, because when you take too much Vicodin, you get numb. You can't feel anything. I mean, your whole body, you don't know what's going on. You don't have any pain, but you don't feel anything. And there are times where you could, like, be going to the bathroom, and you didn't even know you were going. And that's really embarrassing when you're having a serious conversation with somebody. You're talking, and they look down and go, what's happening down there? Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't know. But yeah, I went in, I had the operation. I was really nervous about it. I was really scared. I talked to 36 people that had it done. They all said, just go and do it. We went into the training class, and there was a lady, and she says, I don't want to scare anybody, but I had it done, and I had gangrene in my leg for 13 years. But I don't want to scare anybody. Suddenly, she got hit in the head with a bottle of Pepsi. Shut up! But I was nervous about it. I went into the hospital, and they said, all right, we're going to give you an epidural. And I said, good, because I thought I was going to get an episiotomy, and that wouldn't work with a man. Ladies, you can explain that to the men. That's when, during the birth, they give you a little cut there, and it falls out. And with a man, that's really painful. So I said, all right, and I went in there, and I passed passed out, and I sort of fell asleep, and I thought I was having a nightmare, and because I thought I was waking up, and I imagined I heard the doctor going, "Nurse, I think I've cut too deep." "Why, doctor?" "Because I'm scratching the table." You don't want to hear things like that from your doctor while they're chopping away. And what they do is, if you've never had it done, they cut you open. With me, they went right in through the butt cheek. They just cut it open. And they chop off the ball on the top of your leg, and they drill a big hole in your leg, and they put this ball and rod down in there, and they replace that. And I really told me, we're going to cut your leg off. It's really not going to be connected except for the muscles. So, of course, I have a dream that I'm laying there, and they're turning my leg around, and they're kicking me in the head. "Why are you kicking yourself?" And they're laughing. "Oh, he doesn't know." So I went through the operation. The next day they got up and they had me walk. And I walked and I walked and I went home in 3 days. Used the walker for about a week, and they gave me a cane. And I said, I gotta get out. I gotta go around. I mean, I have to be able to walk. So I just started pushing myself. And I had a cane. I was doing great with that. And then I guess it was about 3.5 weeks later, I left the cane in a market, at a Rouse market, in one of the carts, one of the shopping carts. And I just drove home. And my wife said, "What happened to your cane?" I said, "Oh, I left it." "Well, I didn't need it. I was just using it as a crutch." Yeah, she didn't laugh a lot either. But I feel real good about it. And I went to do a tour of Japan and Korea. Went to entertain the troops over there. And when you go through the metal detector and you got a metal hip, that thing just goes, And they came out, in Japan, they sent out this beautiful little Japanese girl to examine me. And what they do over there is, because of explosives, they feel all the seams in your clothing, everywhere. There's seams, they go up and they trace it. And I'm standing there, and she starts tracing her hand up here. And she gets up in there, and she stops right here, and I'm going, "Hey-ho, go," and she's like checking around like this, and I'm going, "Enjoy yourself, have a good time, And she goes down the other leg, and she said, "Oh, thank you very much." I said, "No, thank you." I went in the bathroom, changed my shirt, parted my hair on the side, went back 3 more times. It was great. Yeah, but I liked it over there. People always say the Japanese and the Chinese sound alike, and they really don't. They're very different. Chinese, they sort of get excited, and then they lose their energy halfway through the sentence. They lose interest, like... Japanese, they're a little different. They're full energy. They think through the brick. They just let it out. That could be a problem if you happen to sleep with a Japanese man for the first time and he gets to that moment of passion. He looks down and he whispers, "I love you!" and you pass out. That would be just way too much for you. People think that the English people and Australians sound alike, and if you tell them that, they get really angry. They don't want to be confused. See, the Australians are kind of like the Chinese. They're very excited. They show, whereas the English, they think about everything first. There's a thought process before the words come out. There could be a problem there. You go to bed with an English gentleman. You're in bed, and he gets to that moment of passion. He looks down, and he goes, "Oh, I do believe I'm arriving." I hate having to explain those jokes. That's great. Well, let's find out about you guys. I want to ask you some questions, simple stuff, and I don't want you to have to jump up or even applaud, so we'll make it easy for you. In the Deep South, there was a sound they make, and I want you guys to make the sound if your answer is yes, and the sound is ee-haw. You've all heard that, right? So on the count of 3, everybody go ee-haw as hard and as long as you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Now, first question, remember, if your answer is yes, go ee-haw. Okay, how many people are seeing me tonight for the first time? Okay, and how many have never seen me before? Okay, I confused a couple people. We'll simplify it. How many people are here tonight? Yeah. How many don't know? And how many really don't give a damn at this point? Okay. Now we know what I'm working with. That's just great. Let's get really personal. How many people in the past week have had sex? Three people in dead silence all over the room. And look, they're all looking over at her going, really? And just, I don't know if you heard what she said, but it rhymed with a witch. And just for the heck of it, how many had sex with another person? Anybody at all? Yeah, that cuts the numbers down drastically. And you know what's weird? I've been doing this is all I do. I've been doing this for 30 years. This is all I know how to do. This is the easiest thing in the world for me. No matter where I play, no matter what type of crowd I work to, when I say how many people had sex with somebody else, the couples always look at each other first. Like they're not sure. And invariably, it's the man looking over at the woman with the confused look on his face, like a little puppy going, remember? Remember? Come on, my friends are watching. See ya. Come on. See, guys think we control sex. We don't control sex. You women control sex. For one simple reason. You own the amusement park. But I'm happily married. I've been married now for 17 years. Met my wife online. Actually did that chat thing where you chat. And I met her back in the early 90s when it was just type and there were no pictures, so you just had to write what you wanted. And because I figured I was never going to meet her, I figured I could lie. Right? That's what people do. They just lie. I'm never going to meet this guy. When you say whatever. So I wrote down 7'5", blonde hair, blue eyes, and God blessed me so much I'm not even using my fingers to type. Then I hit 3 keys at once. And she types back, I'll bet you're a fat little Jew. I'm looking for a camera somewhere. And I am a Jew, I admit that. I was bar mitzvahed, but I'm not really a good Jew. I don't eat anything that's kosher, even my wife is Gentile. You're getting groans over here, and they're going, huh? But yeah, I met my wife back in 1990, and she came over to my house. We talked for a couple days. She came over, and then after about a month, she said, why don't you come to my house? So I drove out to the valley, and I walk in, and there's a little baby in a high chair, and there's 2 little kids running around. I said, honey, who are these kids? And she goes, I forgot to tell you. I have children. Suddenly I heard a sound that sounded like the crack of dawn, which was the sound as my butt jumped off the couch to run out the door. Because single guys don't usually want to be involved with a married woman or with a woman that has children. Married women, that's different, but with children, yes. But they were good kids, they were attractive, they were intelligent, they didn't look anything like me. I thought this would be the safe kids to raise. Because there was a law in LA about trolls reproducing. So, hello? Is this thing on? So, we fell in love, we got married. Got married in City Hall in Los Angeles. And that was pretty bizarre, because we walk up to this Asian guy and goes, hello, you like to get married? And we went, yeah, and we got the 3 little kids. And goes, okay, you wait. And all of a sudden we hear, Sarah and Harry, please come in. Walk in, and it's the same guy wearing robes, but he's speaking in perfect English now. You know, he sounded like Robert Goulet. I thought he was going to come on off, but he didn't. And he starts and goes, now, do you, Harry, take Sarah to be your lawfully wedded wife? And like the idiot I am, I looked at it and said, well, what the hell, I'm here. Guys, women remember every stupid thing you will ever do for the rest of your life, and they will throw it at you every time you mess up. So we're standing there, and all of a sudden he stops and he goes, and now, by the power vested in me, and he looks up at the ceiling, and our son, Eric, looks up and he goes, what the hell's on the ceiling? What's he looking for? And he goes, be quiet, young man. He goes to me, now kiss the bride. And my son goes, grab her, Dad! So, yeah, so we have 3 kids. They're now 23, 22, and 17. And the biggest shock of all came to me a little over 3 years ago when my wife took me in the bedroom and leaned up against the bedroom door. Now, folks, you know that when you love somebody, and they take you into the bedroom, and they close the door, and they lean back against the door, and they cross their arms, it's time to poop your pants. You know it's not going to be good news. So I said, all right, what's going on? She said, well, you're going to be happy or you're going to be not. I said, well, what? She says, well, I'm pregnant. What? I'm pregnant. I said, any idea who the father is? She didn't laugh at all. She looks at me and goes, that's Warren. And I go, well, how late are you? She says, I'm 5 weeks late. I said, can't you take like a 5-week after pill? And she says, that's 2, don't keep going. And I just sat down there and I was in shock. I couldn't believe it because my wife was on birth control. She was actually taking a pill. I got her pregnant on birth control. I didn't think I had anything left inside of me except dust. She calls the baby the best 10 seconds of her life. I said, we do it twice? And she went, actually 3 times. And, yeah, so the baby is the best thing. She's 3 years old, her name's Bella, and she's so funny. Honest to God, the other night, I walked out of the bathroom, almost knocked her over. She goes,
Dad, you scared the crap out of me.
you can't say crap.
Crap's a bad word?
Yeah, don't say that.
I can't say crap.
Don't say that. It's a bad word.
Guys, I can't say crap.
Don't say it. It's bad.
Crap's a bad word?
Stop it.
I won't say crap.
Stop.
Crap.
Don't. And I said, besides, where did you learn a word like that? She points to her 17-year-old sister.
From the home in the corner?
I said, where did you learn that?
CSI Miami?
But she is so much fun. She is hysterical. The other night she was walking out of bed and she said,
If you need me, I'll be in the living room.
and goes walking out. My wife goes, who the hell is that? But it's weird because she doesn't really play with kids. She's always around adults, so she has all these adult phrases. You know, she'll go, hey, that's cool. That's awesome. All right. You know, it's, you're a little freak, you know that? Well, I'm going to get out of here, but first I want to do something a little bit different for you. You guys like music? All right, I thought we'd rock out a little bit. I came prepared. I did bring my axe whip, as we call it in the biz. Is the paparazzi here yet? This is my organ, big and red. I've been playing with it a lot lately. And the great thing about this is it plays itself. It doesn't even need you. You know? Yeah. Said oops upside the head. Said oops upside the head. Say Oprah. Hey, white people never get that joke, but I try. So what I'd like to do for you guys, do something a little bit different. I'd like to do a little sing-along. You guys remember the song Louie Louie? All right, big popular song, everybody knows it. If you don't know the lyrics, it's very simple. The words are, Louie Louie, oh baby, we gotta go now. Ay, 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 ay. All right? Now the rest of the song, if you've ever heard it, is basically, nobody really knows what the words are, and I don't know what the words are, so I'm just sort of going to make it up as I go along. If you do know the words are, you drank way too much in the 60s. And should stop now. Okay, here we go. Wait, that's not it. Let's try this. No, that's not going to work. Yeah, well, you know, it's sometimes it's really hard. Guys got to twist up everything, don't you? All right, let's see if this will work. Yeah, here is a song called Louie Louie. I hope that you people will give it a try. Now, here is what I want you to do. I want to hear you sing a little bit of Louie Louie. Come on, a Louie Louie. Oh, baby, we gotta go now.
Ay, 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 ay.
Are you guys still up out there or starting to tell? I thought you people would be singing along. I guess I found out that this time I was wrong. So we're gonna try and do it one more time. I wanna hear you sing that Louie, Louie, Louie line. Come on, a Louie, Louie. Oh, baby, we gotta go now.
Ay, ay, ay.
a trained professional. Do not try this. Thank you so much. Try this. Okay. Everybody now put your hands together. Get on the beat. Play what's in the show. Get up on your feet. Everyone stand up. Come on in front of your chair. And put your hands like this. Way up in the air. I want to hear you sing it real loud. Come on, show me you're an absolutely insane crowd. Come on, a little while.
Kurtz. Very entertaining. And his wife is very